Hey guys, and welcome to today's Makeover Monday. Today I'm going to be showing you how I prime and prep my skin before I put my makeup on. I'm going to go into everything besides my actual skincare routine in the when I wash my face. So I start off with a antibiotic lotion. This is a Clindamycin Phosphate lotion. If you have looked in my description box from my last Makeover Monday, you will go ahead and see that I use this every time, or that I will use this every single time. Also, from yesterday's video, I should have the Clindamycin in the description box as a product I used, or what's one of my face or skin care. And that's a really good technique that if you ever need to know anything about what I'm using, you know, like if today's review was over a foundation or over a setting spray, I could go ahead and show you guys, or you could go ahead and look in the description box and check to see what foundation I'm wearing, if it's on an eye product because you really like the way my foundation is looking, or what setting powder I use, or what finishing spray. So that is really good for you. So I went ahead and went in with the Clindamycin to add that first layer of moisture. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this little travel size CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion. This is their MBE delivery technology. I have no idea what that means, but it is non-comedogenic and it's very, very moisturizing for me. So what non-comedogenic means, if you don't know what that means, that really just means that it's not going to clog your pores at all. Products can claim that they won't clog your pores, but if they are non-comedogenic, they technically do clog your pores, or do kind of like add a surface into them. But products like this really do sink into the skin and add some moisture, and just they sink into the skin and don't clog them. You know, they help nourish, and I have no idea how else to explain it, but yeah, you guys, I love non-comedogenic products, and I know that that sounds so weird, but all of my life, up until I started seeing a dermatologist, that's where I get my Clindamycin from, I had never even heard of non-comedogenic. And so now that I have heard about it, and since I only use products, or I try to mostly use products that are non-comedogenic, I do notice a huge difference. Okay, so once we have our moisturizers on, I have two moisturizers because it is winter right now, so it is very, very, very important that you guys keep moisturized. Do not let your skin dry out, guys. Even if it's a no makeup day or you're not doing anything like that, please, please, please moisturize. So I have my two moisturizers. Now I have my Clinique. This is a pore refining solution stay matte hydrator, dry combination to oily skin types. This is also non-comedogenic, or non-acnegenic is what it claims, I believe. Non-comedogenic, non-acnegenic. I believe my dermatologist said that they are the same thing. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and take 3 pumps of this. And I know that that sounds like a lot of product, but these pumps are like very, very tiny. See, like that. That's a little tiny pump. I don't know, to me that's a tiny pump. So I get 3 pumps. And this is just going to mattify my skin, and not necessarily like make it matte like a foundation matte. This is really just going to smooth everything out and make it nice and smooth, decrease those wrinkles, those lines, and also this is going to prevent me from getting oily throughout the day. So that is why I really, really like it. It also actually helps to minimize my pores. This is my actually first primer. I use 2 actual primers to really, really prime my skin when I'm about to put on makeup. Everything else, like the 2 moisturizers and the sunscreen that I will be using, I use that on a every day-to-day basis, and I highly suggest that everyone else should too, you know, like maybe not mine specifically, but you know, wear a little bit of SPF every day. Protect your skin, guys. And also moisturize as much as you can. Your skin can never have enough moisture, or at least my skin can't. Okay, so we put that first primer on, and now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Benefit Pore Filling Primer. These two right here just give me the most flawless skin and smooth surface to work with, because I do have a little bit of texture from some acne scars and some actual acne that I still have right now. So these two together, like whenever I put them in my biggest pore areas or my biggest textured areas, it just really helps to smooth everything out. And I got told that I should definitely pat this in and then kind of rub, but not rub extremely, just, you know, pat it in, warm up the product, pack it into those pores. And I know that this kind of product may not be non-comedogenic because it is going inside my pores, but that is why I like to use as many non-comedogenic and as many acne-genic, non-acne-genic products as possible, because I'm going to be using stuff that is going to clog my pores. So why do I want everything to clog my pores when I can have just one or two? Or honestly, like nothing. That would be the dream, to have nothing clog my pores, you know? So really just warm it up, and then once you feel like you have warmed up that primer enough, you go ahead and just rub it in. Let those pores soak everything up really nicely, and there you go. So that is basically it for my two primers. I really only use the Clinique and the Benefit as my two primers, and then before I put on my foundation, I go in with a tinted sunscreen. This is by Elta MD. By the way, if I forget to mention any of these products, they will be listed in the description box as the products mentioned, even if I forget to mention them, because that is what this video is about. Also, that is this week's kind of task, if you will, you know. Get a really good primer. We went over foundation last week. Now let's focus back just to that one step before foundation. It doesn't have to be any of these things, honestly. If you just want to use a moisturizer as your primer, use a moisturizer. If you want to use a, I don't know, I have this primer right here that I haven't even tried out that I want to. It's by Pore. It is this 24K Gold Peptide Infusion. If that's your kind of goal, to have those peptides, you go ahead and do that, you know. I just want everyone, or I feel like everyone should have the necessary steps to make your skin the best as possible, you know, if you are struggling with those things. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the sunscreen. I take, like, that was probably half a pump or 3/4 of a pump. It wasn't a full pump of this sunscreen, and I just spread it across my finger, and we go ahead and just take a finger and add that on and just rub it in really lightly. And it's going to take away a lot of my redness and give me that SPF that I love, because I do live in Texas, so I need that coverage from the sun. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, just because there's clouds means that, like, I don't really have to wear SPF. No, actually, sometimes when the clouds are out, that actually amplifies the intensity of the UV rays. And so that's really what we're protecting them against right here. Another thing that I did not know about is broad spectrum. So broad spectrum protects against UVA and UVB rays. Apparently there's a difference. I honestly am not I am not educated on that, on the whole UVA and UVB difference. I'm assuming there's a slight difference. They're both UVs. I don't know. If you guys know what the difference is, go ahead and comment. I love you guys. I love y'all's comments. Y'all's comments give me life. You know, saying like, I love you, or just any sort of positive comments make me feel a little warm and all fuzzy inside. So please guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I didn't in last week's video, but I will definitely do it in this week's video. Link or give you my username for my Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter for JR Here. JR Here is the same as here on YouTube, but just in case you guys are curious or think there's a difference, I will go ahead and link that in this or put that in the description box. So I believe that's everything that I'm going to go over today. Today was a really simple and sweet, simple, short, sweet video for you guys on primers. So those are my 5 basically priming necessities that I have to have if I am going full glam or just everyday. They just help everything smooth on perfectly. And oops, almost forgot that piece of sunscreen. And also keep in mind, I use 3 of these on a day-to-day basis, so I'm really only adding these 2 extra steps. Skincare is very, very important. Let's make sure we are taking care of our skin, guys. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for me about future videos, or you would like me to test something out, like the new James Charles palette that I really, really want to get my hands on, and I'm sure I will, and you guys may be in for a little sister surprise later this week to see if I can get my hands on it and the brushes, and go ahead and review that for you guys. So let me know in the comment section what you would like next from me, what kind of video ideas you would like to see, anything like that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that if I do surprise you guys with a surprise video, or I don't have a set time like these Makeover Mondays, leave a comment down below if you would like to see something very, very pressing on your thoughts. I will try and get my hands on it, or I will try and give you guys my thoughts on it if I have already tried it. So, or a tutorial. If you guys want a tutorial, I can always do another day like that. But this week's little adventure, or this week's little task, is to get a really good primer, whether it's just a good moisturizer or a good primer. This Benefit POREfessional, awesome job at filling in my pores. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.